What's up, ninjas? So today we'll be checking out a tool for growth hacking, a lead generation tool called eMiner. So this tool was made in 2021. They launched last year, and they are a more simplified tool for capturing email addresses than their competition, which I will just briefly touch on right here. So I'm sure many of you know ZoomInfo. Again, these are tools that will capture email addresses from different websites. The bigger ones are, again, ZoomInfo. We have Lusha, Apollo, everybody knows of, as well as Snove.io. Now, these tools have gotten quite bulky since they've grown. They've added a lot more features, and eMiner is very cool because it's quite simplified. It just works off of a browser plugin, which I will show you guys. And if you don't want to learn all these complicated tools and you want something that's affordable with unlimited credits, definitely check out eMiner. But again, I will be sampling it right now for the first time. So let's break down their website. Again, you guys know that I'm an angel investor. I made over $50 million in e-commerce sales on my own stores. I know a thing or two about world-class copywriting, design, marketing, and then growth hacking. So some of you listening to this are working with me right now. So anything that I say in regards to eMiner will apply to your businesses as well. So I'd like to help all of you guys with these videos. Just be honest and break down what exactly it takes to grow and scale your business. So starting off, I can see they're already missing a video. Typically, if people don't want to read, a 30-second to a minute video is probably best. And again, a video of what? A video of your founder talking about your product and basically what makes it unique versus the competition. Because again, we're all well aware of the competition in this type of space, especially if we're tech nerds trying to figure this stuff out. Literally, if you start running paid ads to your website trying to grow it, people are just going to search for the best scraping tools or capture tools in this case if they see this. And even if they're unaware of this niche, they're going to Google it and they're going to look for your biggest competitors, and you might end up wasting your paid traffic to make sales for your competitors. So we want to make sure that this converts. So again, a pulsing play button here, typically with a human face would be nice, just to humanize this kind of software, because people like to know that there's actual humans behind it that will take care of you. And yeah, just talk about what makes you better. And again, the founder I've spoken to has already told me what makes him better, which is again the unlimited credits and the fact that they're a much smaller, leaner, kind of more specialized just for capturing emails. So again, here the call to action is the contact capture machine for sales and relationships. Okay, that's clear. I mean, it tells you exactly what it does. Spend less time sourcing and more time selling. So that's perfect. This is a very clear benefit statement. A lot of SaaS companies miss out on this. They just list features. This is an actual benefit that's pretty strong. So again, just missing this. The design looks really good. Let me just show you what the founder said so we can just read this real quick. So yeah, start in April 2021, their biggest competition I just showed you. So what makes them different is that they're the only lead generation tool that does not charge for credits. We have unlimited. So in addition, they're the only tool that automates the process of searching and capturing public contacts without violating the rights in terms of these sites. So I'll show you the different places that you can capture emails. And this is going to be very important because a lot of these tools end up shutting down or they run into API issues where you're just not able to scrape these emails anymore. So they do it in a non-violating way, which is interesting. So they don't have a roadmap, but they continually promise to improve based on user feedback. So here, all our technology is proprietary and exclusive. We operate in four languages. So they do have a French, Spanish, and Portuguese version as well. They're present in more than 100 different countries. They've captured over 135 million leads, 740 sources from around the world. And they can identify telephone patterns from any country. And yeah. We have a technology that identifies similar leads capable of expanding the contact list by 40%. That's amazing. I don't know how to use that, but let's see. Okay, so let's go back to this. Again, install eMiner free. It'll work on, I guess, most browsers. And then here it says search smarter every time. Okay, this could probably be improved every time what? Generate leads from all major networks and websites. Okay, that's cool. I like how they show literally everything here. And hundreds of other sources. The only software that automates the mining of contacts on Google Maps and social networks and 700 websites to generate ultra-targeted leads. Okay, I wouldn't say that you're the only software that automates mining on this. That's probably not true. I mean, it is a bold statement for somebody that doesn't know about other lead gen things, so maybe it works, but who knows. So insatiability devours leads. I don't know what that means. Not very clear to me. Kind of this is a unique word, but I don't really understand that. With eMiner, you build super segmented lists and have full autonomy in the acquisition of leads to use. Okay. It's probably what you needed but didn't know existed. I like that one. That one's cool. So I did watch this video. It's not very long. It's 40 seconds, and I call these like Fiverr videos. These are videos without the founder talking about anything. They look pretty cheap, and yeah, I would probably just get somebody to talk about it. Again, you want to add a person or a face or a voice behind this brand, right? You don't want it just to be a robot. Okay, so here it's cool. It shows different, it's quite a lot. I would probably limit this to like 3 of your main points instead of all of these. And again, next level would be to turn this into an iframe that you can hover and just see one at a time. Okay, so right now it's a lot for my eye to absorb, and most likely people aren't going to read this. So how it works, magic like you've never seen before. Okay, blah blah blah, what they say. Okay, I like this. This is pretty cool. This gives me scarcity. It's like, oh wow, I would be capturing so many leads right now if I only had it installed. So boom, this is super strong, and I really like this. So good job on that. Okay, so it looks good. Let's go to the pricing. I'll just show you that real quick. It's pretty simple. Basically, you pay either a week, a month, a year, or a lifetime deal, and you literally get unlimited. So with the paid version, you get unlimited. With the free version, you get 20 leads. Yeah, that's basically it. So all of these are unlimited. So let's just compare it right now to the other more full-fledged apps. So again, $20 for a month of unlimited. Here on Zoom Info, you have to acquire to get pricing. That's when you know it's super corporate and you can't even see the pricing, which is a little bit scary for most people that are trying to do this. Especially small businesses that are trying to grow. It's going to be really expensive, especially when you have to request the pricing. Here on Lusha, it's $29 a month, but it's only 480 credits. And let's see, Apollo, it's $39 a month would be the closest, and it's 1,000 credits. So you can imagine getting like 1,000 emails. With the other one, you can gather probably tens of thousands, if not more. So Snove, again, the closest one would be 33, and it's 1,000 credits. So they're all about the same 1,000 credits, slightly above. Actually, 30% more than this for unlimited credits. So there's no reoccurring charge. 5 reasons to use the paid version. This is cool to show this. Again, a little bit long text. Probably you can shorten these a little bit in terms of the copy. And without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to click on this. And again, this is my first time using it. So I would like to type in scarf for my luxury silk and wool scarf company and see what kind of things we can get. Email service providers. I was wondering, if you click on here, they actually have, it's like hundreds of them. I didn't know what to type in, even though I saw the video of how they do it, and they type in like, yeah, the main ones like Yahoo, MSN, all that stuff. We're just going to leave it to the ones that they already typed in here as default. I'm curious though, this probably won't get all of the websites that have like an actual at their domain.com. So I'm wondering how we would go about capturing those, because that's going to be the majority of emails. So I'm curious if we're going to see a lot of good results, or just a lot of like I don't know many businesses that use Gmails or Hotmails. They use their domain, right? So if the founder is watching this, maybe they can answer that in the comments below. I'm sure many of you are wondering that too. Here in the websites that you want to search, they have a lot of them. Well, you can even search OnlyFans. That's interesting. So like Google, after this, we'll do a test on Instagram and Facebook, and do they have Twitter? I mean, sorry, what's that other one? TikTok. Yeah, they do have TikTok too. So it's interesting. They scrape it in a way that doesn't intrude. And there's another company, I believe, called IG Leads that will also do this in a non-intrusive way. So the problem with that is you're not able to scrape like the follower count and stuff like that, which I know is very important for companies that are looking for quote unquote micro influencers, to not be able to filter by that and just by keyword. You're going to get a lot of people that just aren't interested, or that don't use Instagram in that specific way. So, okay, let's hit scarf on Google and see what we can catch. Okay, so you got this little thing down here. Oh, wow, look at this. That's really cool animation. So I guess you can keep this running. I wonder if you can switch tabs. It doesn't tell me anything if I can or can't. That would probably be a good thing to know, because I know a lot of people probably aren't going to want to wait. They're probably going to want to switch tabs, and I don't know if it's going to ruin it, but I do like to test things live. So maybe we will switch tabs and see what happens. So that was, I guess, the first page. And now it's scanning on the second page. Very cool UI. I actually love this. And it reminds me of Pac-Man, right? So while it's doing this, I'm actually going to switch pages or tabs, sorry. And so that was on the second page. We'll wait like another 10 seconds, see if it ends up on the third page. Okay, we're just going to wait a little bit and then see if it interrupted that process. So it did look like something did change. Let's move over. Okay, we're still on the second page. Okay, now it's starting the third page. Maybe we didn't wait long enough. No, we did wait long enough. So let's just see. I'm going to move over right when it's near the end. It should move on to the fourth page in 3, 2, 1. Let's give it 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. So it should be on the fourth page. And no, it's still figuring out the third page. Okay, so it looks like it might not work. Okay, this is interesting. You're going too fast. I need you to confirm that you are not a robot. Okay, to avoid this alert, I suggest you slow down searches or increase the number of Google page results per page to 50 or 100. Clicking here. Okay, that's interesting. Yep, we can definitely do that. So fire hydrants, let's do that. Okay, so let's stop capturing the leads and see how many it got based on the third page. Okay, 21 leads. So let's view the leads. Okay, so it takes me to this. How can I view the leads? View. I love the user interface. Super clean, super fast. So I don't know what name means. I guess this is the name of the page or the website. And this is their email address, the URL. Okay, it literally gets what you need. With this type of information, you could literally just say, hey, saw you on this page. And I noticed that you wrote about, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to do like about pages and stuff. Well, I guess you would use the keyword. Like I noticed you wrote about scarves. I'm interested in X, Y, and Z. So pretty cool. From here, I guess you can click on the page and see what it's about. Okay, so they did have an email address like that. That's very interesting. So yeah, I guess my only question would be, how would you grab email addresses that were at the domain and whether that's possible? Okay, so this is cool. We haven't scraped any phone numbers, so they won't be in here. Emails just stay in here with the lead. Yeah, everything's very clean and perfect. You can even download it or delete it. I like this interface, and I'm a huge proponent of really clean, easy to navigate interfaces. Okay, so that's good. I guess they recommend that you change your settings here. So if you just go settings and then see all settings, they want you to change this to 100. So we can do that as well. If you're gonna scrape, I recommend you do that. We'll just do that for the purposes of this video. The preferences have been changed. But I wonder if it's still only going to allow us to scrape a certain amount. Like I couldn't leave this running and let it scrape thousands, which is a little bit misleading, which means somebody has to be there watching it. But I guess that's a limitation of Google itself. So you can see the search terms that they use to grab this. So they basically search Google. And if you know anything about regular expressions, this is basically what Scrapebox can do. But Scrapebox is a little bit more technical to set up, which is why this makes it very easy for your average Joe to basically use it. So I do like it. Let's try another feature. A little bit laggy because I'm recording, I think. Okay, so instead of Google, let's go to Instagram. And I wonder if we do TikTok as well. I believe it's just going to search Google, just using irregular expressions, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not actually going to go to these platforms, but we will see. And I guess it's going to save it to the same list if I'm not going to create a new list. What happens if I create a new list? Your current list will be saved and your new list will be created. Okay, that's cool. Very clean user interface. Tells you there's no like misspelling. So the team is probably a native English speaking team, or they know exactly what they're doing. So let's start this. Yeah, so they just use regular expressions like that. All right, let's see how many we can grab. Actually, this will be very interesting. I wonder how actually Google sorts these results for this. Is it by like the biggest accounts? Because that would be cool. It'd be awesome if it could scrape the follower account, but I doubt they can, but we will see. So it already found 95 leads. Think of how much time this is saving you. This is an amazing software. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 already. I don't even have to wait till the end of the video to tell you that I rank this a 5 out of 5. I've used many lead capture tools. This is just next level. I hope that they do really well. I like the name. I like the user interface. I like this little cool little animation. I don't like the fact that when you change tabs, you can't, or it doesn't process anymore, and maybe the owner can confirm that, what's happening there. I'd also love to know what's on their roadmap for the next like 3 to 6 months or a year, because this tool does have a lot of potential. I would also love to know why they don't include all the email service providers in here, and why we would only want certain ones, because wouldn't we want all the emails? That's another question that I would ask. Okay, so it's already gone into page 3, and this is getting 100 results, as you guys saw that I changed the setting. I wonder when the captcha will come in again. Maybe right now. Okay, interesting. So yeah, this is one of the things with the platforms on Instagram and stuff. Google will only show X number of results. I noticed this when we were using Scrapebox. So that is a limitation. You're not going to get thousands and thousands just by clicking once, unfortunately. Okay, no leads found. So does this stop automatically? Or does it keep trying? That's weird that it keeps trying and it doesn't notice. I'm going to let it run though and see if it ends up stopping. So that's another thing that could be improved, is it should stop automatically when it realizes that it's not capturing anymore. Two leads found. Okay, it's going to keep going even though I don't know what's happening because there was no new page. Let's just let it run and see if it eventually stops. So we didn't run into any Google captchas there, but I'm sure if we had more results, like just scraping Google instead of Instagram and TikTok, we probably would run into it. So it's not like you can just leave it overnight and expect tens of thousands of leads. Okay, I think it changed from Instagram to TikTok now, which is great. So it's just going through the different platforms. So it's interesting to see how it scrapes it. Very cool. I'll just let this run and let you guys watch this. You guys can fast forward. Again, I like leaving timestamps below. So if you guys, it reminds me of watching. You guys remember the, if you guys ever owned a Windows PC way back then, the defrag screen, I could sit and watch that for hours, just seeing the little blocks move around. And I think that's one other thing that makes this quite engaging. It's like cool little Pac-Man moving across the screen. So it's continuing to scrape without the Google captcha, which is interesting. And another thing that I'm noticing is that I believe it looks like TikTok generates more search results than Instagram. So let's take a look at the number of pages down below. Instagram, you could see it only generated 4 pages. I'm getting a lot of non-English TikTok accounts, which is, I guess, part of it. That's fine. Okay, so there's only 3 pages here for TikTok. So you can see Google does limit it, probably for good reason. Otherwise, there would be hundreds of thousands of results. But I'm curious how Google sorts it. Maybe I'll check after this. It does look like quite recent posts. Like I see 2022. So they would be recent posts, but I wonder if they're the most popular posts. Probably. I'm sure there's some sort of algorithm in there that figures it out. Okay, so that's it. How many leads? Okay, there we go. I like the end part too. It looks like a very gamified approach. So yeah, 468 leads. That's amazing. Let's go check them out and see what kind of data I captured. I'd be so happy if it captured follower count, but I guarantee it doesn't. Okay, so just added it to the same list. So you guys probably want to create a new list after that. Yeah, so it's just got their Instagram, the name of their account, which is cool too. This would be great so you can address them. Although I don't know what about us is. Oh, that's the site. So that's all mixed into here. Can I sort by URL? No, I would have to export this and change it. It'd be cool if they allowed a sort or a filter directly on this platform. That's another suggestion that I would make. So I can just filter by like certain URLs or sources. And yeah, it would be great. Yeah, I like it. Just look, 400 something leads in less than a couple minutes. So that's awesome. Again, there's so many other things that we could scrape here. We could scrape LinkedIn and all that good stuff. But again, it just uses Google regular expressions. It doesn't actually go to the platforms themselves, which is what makes it a little bit safer. Okay, thanks guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. 5 out of 5 for me. That's one of the first in a while. So yeah, take care.